Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. Bart's adjusting his
I got
mustache.
mustache troubles. The right side's drooping.
Not me. I'm Scott. We got Keeper's Heart, 10-year Irish.
Ooh, we gotta
whiskey.
try it, baby. We gotta try it. Test it.
Irish whiskey style.
Mustache is crooked style.
All right. Keeper's Heart is an American-based Irish whiskey company. They use blends of American whiskey done in the Irish whiskey style and Irish whiskey.
I'm like your
This
explanation.
is 100% Irish whiskey.
Got it.
10 years old.
Okay.
Was a finalist at the San Francisco Whiskey Awards whiskey show for best Irish whiskey.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now, what I don't know, see, is this single malt or single pot still? I think
Okay.
it's single malt. Let's
right.
find out.
Very good.
Yep, single malt, Irish whiskey, finished in Malaga wine casks, 43% ABV, 700 milliliters.
Oh, God.
We're seeing it more and more.
I don't like it.
Mossy moss.
I don't like it. I want to see 800 milliliter. Go weird, baby. Go weird.
A little bit lighter color. Indicative to me that there's no coloring added to this.
Right? That's good. Good
Nice
indicative.
nose.
Good indicative.
I can smell it.
You know what we should do is compare it to an Elijah Craig. Call back.
malty
Ooh,
wow.
vanillas. Very malty. Wow, that's like I've just stepped into like a mash tun just popping out all kinds of aromas. Wow.
So real quick, I touched on, is this single malt or is it single pot still?
Right.
A single malt means 100% malted barley.
Yes.
Single Irish single pot still method would be some malted barley, some unmalted barley.
Yes.
So all 100% malted barley in this.
And that's
Now-
one of the hardest. It took me a while to even figure that out.
Yeah,
So
it did, yeah.
well, I think we were in Ireland when
Things that we've learned.
yeah, over time. We learned.
No, I knew that before.
Yeah, I probably knew it
Good
before we got there too. So they'll mix in that unmalted and malted barley. So
So what is a Malaga wine cask? Have we had that before?
No, I don't know if I've ever had Malago.
I know I want to say red spot or maybe yellow spot Irish whiskey is Malaga finished.
Didn't they serve an FBI warrant there?
I figured that one out.
Yes, thank you. I just dropped it in there. It's close enough.
Yeah.
It's close enough. People are going to be like, what? They said Mar-a-Lago? Nope. I don't know. So I get the malted barley all over it.
Yeah, just looking for those other influences, and if whatever Malaga is it here on the nose? I don't know if I could. Well, I got a little tartness, sour note there of something. Maybe that's the Malaga. Let's find out.
So I'm definitely getting that kind of, well, it's that malty note, which I love. It's one of the things I love in a Scotch in particular is those malty flavors. But how to describe those, because it's a little bit of that dough, caramel, vanilla dough, maybe even more vanilla honey dough, which is great. I love it. I feel like there's rising bread somewhere.
I was like baking, rising, raw bread,
Yes.
dough.
Yes, and one of the reasons I love anything with malted barley is those notes. So digging this already.
Citrusy vanillas. The Malaga cask, I think, is very faint here, very light, not really picking up anything different. But I'd say I don't know for sure what.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you,
Malaga
I don't
would
know what
show.
that is. I don't even know what it is.
But just looking at 10-year-old single malt Irish whiskey, that's the majority of what I'm getting here. You know what I'm saying? Just notes that you would expect out of a 10-year-old Irish single malt.
Yeah, although a lot of the Irish single malts I get are, you know, that they're tamed down because they're triple distilled. They're a little softer, a little more rounded. This feels a little bit more wild. This feels a little bit more poppy. Not poppy like the Italian daddy, but more just spark coming off of this. A little bit more flavorful.
Caramels. Some very slight berries. A little bit of an ashiness, almost toastedness.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Like a barrel char.
Yeah. Very faint on the finish.
I like it, but again, it's the primary thing that's really hit me in my sweet spot is those malted barley vanilla dough. Vanilla dough. Wow, that is what I like. That's it. What are they saying on the marketing?
Master distiller Brian Nation, he had a moment on holiday in Malaga, basking in the Spanish sun. Inspired this whiskey made from a mash of malted barley, distilled in copper pot stills, 10 years, bourbon barrels. And then finished in Malaga wine casks, adding notes of stone fruits and marzipan that marry wonderfully with the malty character. We hope your time spent with this whiskey makes moments worth remembering.
Cut out that last part. It's like, all right. So
Marzipan nuttiness.
No, I don't get that.
Maybe it's faint. Maybe it hasn't revealed itself. Did you do a drop of water?
I didn't.
I'm gonna try one more neat.
All right, I'll get it ready. I'm trying to find out nuttiness. Maybe. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I mean a little almond, some almond character. That was still neat. I haven't sipped it with the drop of water. Yeah, there's a faint almondness, catness.
You know, it was just nice to have a female lead in an action movie. See if anybody gets Katniss Everdeen out of that. Hello, Ripley. Hello. Aliens, one of the best movies of all time. I showed it to my 16-year-old, and he's like, this is really good. And I'm like, yeah. I think it was the first time he realized stuff was good before he was born. Because he was like, this is good. Then I showed him Sarah Connor and Terminator 2, and he was like, whoa. I only watched the original Terminator, and he was like, this is great. I'm like, yeah, I lived in good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Princess Leia comes to mind, though, for me, even though
Yes.
Alien was
Hello?
about the same time,
Yeah,
77?
yeah, what kind of rescue is this? Aren't you a little short for Stormtrooper? I mean, all kinds of attitude. And he's like, huh? And he takes it off. And
No,
then
but
she's
Skywalker, I'm
mocking
here to rescue
Han.
you.
Yeah, she's mocking Han all the
With
time.
Ben Kenobi.
Yeah. And didn't she call Chewbacca like a flea bag or something?
Walking carpet.
Yes. And, I mean, she's all over it. Yeah.
Water helped this one. Even at 45, what is it, 45%? 43%. 43% water, drop of water helped this one. Really kind of expand. I think I think the Malaga is showing now with the water.
I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a different flavor in there now.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit more almond there too. Well done.
Ooh.
So now I'm getting the almond. The water opened that up for me. I wasn't getting the almond before.
The thing is still not overriding. This is 10 years ex bourbon.
Yeah, I like it.
Slight finish in the Malaga cask, and it shows it's just some slight hints of things going on there with that,
I like it.
but nice.
Yeah. I don't like the 700 milliliter, but I like everything else. That's good. Huh. What was the Resident Evil? What's her name?
Oh, Alice.
Yeah, well,
Well,
yeah,
Mila-
Alice is the company, but
Mila Jovovich.
I can never say it. Yeah, badass.
Yeah. All right, so getting ready to score it. I'm going. It's a 10-year-old. There's not a lot of depth here at 43%. I'm going to 87.
Ooh, I wanted to jump in before you. 88. I liked it. I'm with you. There's not a lot of depth, although adding the water, I feel like there's more I could learn from this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I really like it. I really enjoyed this flavor.
Very nice entry. 10 years old. 10 years old. I would like to see we always say it like a little bit higher,
Sure.
maybe a 46%, 48%.
But I'm
might
a
have
sucker for the dough, baby.
might have punched it up there a little bit,
Okay, true. 46 would have been nice.
but still good, still nice. Yep.
So,
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can. Oh wait, price. Had to go look up the price. $85.
yeah.
I don't regret buying it. I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd buy another one for that. Now I'll tell you what though. Kansas is a little bit higher with our Irish whiskeys. This could be a $60 to $70 bottle in other markets.
What are they?
I'm not sure.
Anti-Irish?
No, I've just noticed. Well, I used to buy a lot of my Irish whiskeys, red breast, yellow spots, things like that, from California. They were cheap. But even at the time, I noticed Kansas was one of the higher states
Really?
with Irish whiskeys. Oh, it's because of our distributors
Are they
marking them up.
Anti-green? I don't like the shamrock, baby.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll keep that, boy.
I mean, that's high. I don't regret buying it
Sure.
for that. I wouldn't buy another at
Yeah.
$85.
Yep, we let you know when they're gifted to us or given to us by a distributor. We buy 95%.
Oh, at least.
At least.
Through people that buy our merchandise, like our glasses, or
Yes.
coins, shirts,
Patreon,
hats, things like
help us
that,
out.
that keep the lights on, helps
Yeah.
buy whiskey
We
and
need our
support
own
the show.
August shirt.
Speaking of Patreon,
Oh, yeah. You can go to Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies, support for $1, $2, $3. And then you can set it for no limit. So if we do 50 videos, which we never do, we usually do 10. But that helps out a lot. Go to Patreon, check out Scotch Test Dummies.
very nice smooth vanilla creams.
It is. And I still like the doughs. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.